step by step. If you've been struggling with how to journal your trades, in this video, I'll walk you through exactly what you need to do so you can journal your trades successfully. Let's start. The first thing that you need when you want to journal your trades is to decide on which software you're going to journal your trades from. Either you're going to journal writing in your notebook or a diary that you have chosen to be your journaling book, or you'd use a software. In this video, I'll be showing you how to do this in Notion. That's where I journal my trades. The first thing that you'll do, you will then go to your browser, then you'll type Notion, then search, then you will then find it. You can then decide to use Notion online where you log in, or you can download Notion. In this case, I've already downloaded Notion into my PC. Let's start. The first time when you log into your Notion software or log into your Notion, what you'll then see, you'll be welcomed by this screen. So the first step that we'll do, we'll go on our left where it is written new page. You will then click there. It will then open a new page. This is where we are going to do all the work. We'll then create our databases where we'll be able to do our journaling. So the first thing that we'll do, we'll then write trading dashboard. When we have clicked enter, what we'll then do, we'll then click stroke on our keyboards and we'll write page, right? Why are we doing that? Because we want to do multiple pages. Therefore, we'll then click on page. It will then open up a new page. We'll then write trading journal. Then hit enter. And then we can then put an icon on this, and then we can then add our banner. You can then change this banner here. Let's just say because we are trading, we'll then write trading there. Trading. And then we'll then choose a beautiful background that of our choice. Then when you have that, then we can come back below trading journal, and then we'll then start working on our trading journal. Therefore, what we'll then do, we'll then hit slash again, and then we're gonna write table view. So there's table view. We then click on table view. When table view has opened the first column that we have there, we'll then rename that to pairs, right? And then if ever I'm trading, what do you call this? NASDAQ, I'll just say NAS here, right? And then I'll then add another column. I'll then add another column right here. I'll then hit date, right? Because the next thing that we need is date, then enter, right? And then let's just say I was trading this maybe yesterday. So then you go to your calendar, you then pick that. So the next column that follows that, date will be risk. We'll then go and select the option that says select. Why do we do that? So that we can add options. We'll then write risk. We'll then add option of 0.25%. We hit enter. 0.50%. We then hit enter. 1% risk, and then we hit enter. Maybe 2% risk. We then hit enter. All right. Then let's just say you're trading on this day. As you are trading, you risked 1% on the trade. Then you put that, and then we'll then come on the other side, and then we hit select again, and we then write session. What time will I be trading this? We then add those options. Let's just say probably you'll then say you were trading London, hit enter, or New York. Then you'll hit enter, and then there you have it. If you also trade Asian, then you'll add that as you wish. And let's just say this was a New York trade. We then put that New York right there. The next column after session will then put time. We'll then go and hit select. We'll then write time. What time of the day were you trading this pair? Whether you were trading at 8 a.m., whether you were trading it at 9 a.m., maybe you were doing it to London, and so on. So you'll then put your time there, right? If you then come here and then you then put that time, trading this at 9, right? And the next thing that you will then add will be bias, right? The direction of this pair, right? You will then select, and then on the select, we'll then change this to long-term direction, because you need to know what is the long-term direction when you are trading. And then you will then put some options right there. Is it an uptrend? Uptrend, enter. Then downtrend, then enter, right? Or you can put consolidation of some sort, but then we want to trade within these two conditions. Therefore, let's just say we're on an uptrend, right? And then we want to know also, we'll then hit select, we add something again, and then we then write short term. We want to know on the short term basis, where is the market going, right? Short term direction. Then we then add is it on a downtrend, or is it in an uptrend? Then we enter, and then we then put in, say, short term, probably it's on a downtrend. We'll then add risk to reward. We then say select. We'll then write risk to reward. We then add options. 1:3. 1:3. 1:2. 1:2, or 1:4. You get the idea. And then let's just say when you come here, what was this trade? It was a 1:3. Then put that there. And then we can move this next to risk, right? Remember, we have risk, then risk to reward. We risk 1%, then risk to reward, because we can change this, you see, in the way that we want them to be. The next column will then put confluences. We'll then go to select. But right now we're not going to select, but we'll then take multi-select. Why? Because we want to be able to select multiple things. We'll then write confluence on this one. Then we'll then put internal range liquidity, external range liquidity, order block, fair value gaps, breaker blocks, rejection blocks, rejection block, etc. So let's just say you are here, you will then say, when it is time to select your confluence, you will then say we are in an internal range liquidity, and then plus probably an order block. So the next thing that we'll want to put, it will be confirmations. So we'll then come here and say multi-select confirmations. Confirmation and entry. And we then add what was confirmation. M15 order block. Just say maybe M5 fair value gap, M15 fair value gap, M5 OB, maybe have a breaker block. And then you add all the other confluences that you would want. So when you then select, you'll then come and say, I saw an M15 fair value gap, and where there was a fair value gap, there's also maybe M15 order block. And then we also had a breaker within the very same place. Then those will be your confluence. That is what you saw before you took that entry. And then what you will then do, you will then put a place where it says charts. See? Then put charts. We'll then go to media or URLs, right? I prefer media. Media. We'll then write charts. On this one over here, it's either we can upload our own media into this area, where let's just say I go to my trading view, and this is where probably the entry was, right, in this area. And then I will then I'll then save the picture, right, of this entry, then go back to Notion, then upload that picture, go to downloads, find that, then you put it there, it will upload, then you'll have that right there. See, now that is there. So you can put them like that, or we can also add others, right? You can also delete them. You can also put a link to our charts. Let's just say go to trading view, go to the very same place, copy link, then go back to Notion, paste that link, and then it will be there. Every time when you click here on the link, it will take you to, so you can then choose which one you want to use, whether the link or the media where you upload your own charts for yourself. And then we will then move forward and then add another section for emotions, right? I mean, we are journaling here. So we'll then take the one that says text, because we want to write, and then we'll then say emotions, right? Emotions. With this, you can then write your emotions here. What was happening, you know? And then you will then put, and then maybe you'll then say, I was frustrated when I was taking this trade. You know, you'll then write frustration there, or whatsoever that you want to write, and you'll then write your emotions there of what was happening in your mind, how you were feeling, and everything, you know. And then you'll then go and take the very same thing, text, again, probably add another column that will say improvement. You know, we need to improve how we do things in the market. At the end of the day, you want to learn from your journal. Therefore, you'll then come and say improvement here. Improvement. Right. Then we can come here. Then we can write what we need to improve. And probably let's just say in terms of improvement, I'll come and state the things that you need to improve. Maybe let's just say you were impatient, and as you were taking the trade, and then you then write that I have to be patient. You need to be patient, and you'll then do the same thing with the next trade. On the following trade, you will then add here, right? You'll then add, let's just say it is EU, USD, and then let's just say you traded this on the 14th, on the 12th, you'll then put the 12th. What was the risk? On this one, probably risked 2%, risk to reward, 1:3. When did you trade this? When did you trade this? You then say I traded this New York also, and then around 8, and then the market was, the long term was on a downtrend, and then maybe the short term was on a downtrend too, right? You write that. Then you give your confluence. The market was in an order block, and there was also a fair value gap in that area. You see? Then you then say you then found an order block entry. There was a confirmation. Then you move forward, and then you paste that chart, right? Then you paste that chart, and then you write what was happening in your emotion. Let's just say probably you then say here maybe greed, just for an example. Then you write that. Then you can write and be as detailed as you want in these areas. And there it is. That's your trading journal. It will help you to be able to track what you are doing. And also, let's just say you wanted this to appear in a calendar, right? Will then come in this plus sign. And then you click add. And then you then put calendar, right? And then within that, a calendar will come in, and it will show you on the 12th, this is what you had. And then what you will then do with this, will then edit and then come and say, properties. Yes. You will then come here and then say, I want to see the risk. Right. I want to see the risk to reward. Maybe time. Right. And then these are the things that will appear on your calendar. So after having this kind of view on the calendar, your trade will be populated as you are busy, and then you'll be able to fast track your things and see what's happening within your journey of trading, and this is very, very helpful in a way that within your dashboard, right? Look what you have. I have my trading journal, right? Let's just say I want to add another one, right? Maybe this for back testing. Then you'll just come and say slash. Let's add a page, right? We'll then say page. Let's say on the new page, we then write back testing. Because it is very important that we backtest our strategies. And then what you'll then do here, you can do the very same thing, slash table view. And then you start all over again, pairs. Under your pairs, maybe you are doing Euro USD, and then you work your way through. Let's just say you're done with that. Now you have back testing, you have trading journal. Under your trading dashboard, probably now you then say probably you want another page, right? You can do that. You can say slash page, and we then add another page. On this page, probably we then come in and say, you know what, I'm learning on how to trade. On this one, I'll take my notes, and then you then say trading lesson. Trading lessons, right? And then hit enter. And then on this one, you can then write your lessons, maybe, or also attach your videos, video one, then you write whatsoever that is needed, and you then program that page as much as you want. That is how you do it in creating your dashboard. And all of these can be customizable. You can change and put any icons that you want on all of these. Change that. There you have it. In just few steps, you can successfully journal your back testing and also write down your notes in terms of lessons that you're learning from different videos and whatsoever that you're doing. This will help you to be able to look at your stats, look at where you need improvement, and also see if you are sticking to your trading plans, and also see if your trades are the same every time as you're trading, because it is not a good thing that every time when you're placing trades, they are different. Every time they are different. They need to be the same. They need to look the same every time. Until we meet next time, thank you for watching and subscribe for more information.